Up next, unboxing and testing out the Lark Max by Hollyland. ijdm starts now.
Another visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever.
Okay, let's sit here and look at the box, all angles, all angles. Oh no, let's open this. And we get a little packet thing here. And we are here for you. How nice. And packing slip and what's in the box. We did opt for the optional, I guess, depending on which kit you ordered, the ones that actually include the loft mics. And one thing I've noticed right off the bat is these things, oh, see, these are much easier to remove. But these are much bigger than the other ones, so maybe a little less wind if you're doing stuff outside. Plus you got the extra furry wind guard thing here too. I just stuck these in the box like I do on a lot of my unboxing, reboxing, unboxing kind of thing is. I kind of test things out and make sure everything is pretty much going to be okay. Although I did not actually like turn this on or check anything out ahead of time. Very nice box, by the way. Man, I gotta say, the packaging on stuff lately has been impeccable. I mean, it just feels like quality. And speaking of quality, this case is actually really nice. So we get a case in a case, which this is going back to my original thing on these microphones. On the original ones, I don't believe this was an option. And this is the original one I've had for, I don't know, probably about 3-4 years now. Great microphones. These are the Lark 150s. I have them with the Lav kit, and then there's this extra bag you got to carry because not everything fits in the box. It's just to charge the 2 wireless packs and the actual thing, and then you can try to fit a wire in there, but it's kind of tricky. I mean, if you've ever owned a pair of these, tell me what you think, because I think they've been pretty darn good mics, and I've used all kinds of them, Electrosonics, Sennheisers, Shure mics, and I've been more than happy with these. How are we gonna open this? Okay. Now this isn't something that was, this is something that was actually purchased. I did not purchase this, my work did, but I just kind of let them know that I have to unbox this stuff anyway, so I'm just gonna do a quick video and as I'm taking a look at stuff and getting it ready for full production. So, yeah, why not, you know? We got in here all kinds of goodies, lots of goodies, more goodies. Oh, wow. More. Looks like another wind type thing for the microphone. Let's take this out and see what we got here. Wow, that's a baby tribble, I guess, right? Yeah. That thing should block some wind, I would imagine, with that amount of furriness to it. Wow. And we'll just throw this over here. We got 2 of those, and then we got some connection cords here. Not really intent on saving the bags for anything, unless we got to send it back, but then I just can't really undo these type of bags. Got your USB-C cable. That's to charge it and what have you, update firmware as needed. These boxes do have firmware updates that can be plugged in them to update everything all at once, which is kind of nice. And a USB to USB-C connector there, very nice. We got your 3.5 millimeter jack, double end. And then we have interestingly enough, it's a USB-C to the Apple Lightning connector. Interesting. Okay, is that it? Did we get everything? Yeah, I think we got everything. The only thing I'm not seeing here is, and maybe it's not needed with this kit, is mine had the extra 1 wire that's got the gray end on it for connecting to your phone. Whether or not that matters, who knows? And, okay. Well, the box is definitely different. They made no type of thing about, like, even trying to put an extra wire in there. I mean, you might be able to fit one in right there, but I mean, you got that other part of the case. So we have the transmitter, and is this, I mean, the build quality on this definitely feels a step up from the previous generation, which I'll call it the Lark 150s. That feels like, but it's plastic. One thing I'm worried about here is it's this soft rubber. I could see this after a few years becoming sticky, and you know what happens with them. Then we take these off the charge connectors, and then we'll just kind of go through the box here real quick. You just set your two transmitters here, receiver there. It receives for both units, and there's a USB plug on the back. It's a box. Got a little charge indicator on the front, tells you what the power is. So I don't know if these are charged up or not, but again, just like the receiver here, transmitters, the weight and everything, they're definitely heavier than the old series. So definitely something new there. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, this has become a thing now with a lot of, maybe it's been all along and I just never really paid attention to it, is you put the magnet under your shirt and then you can just do that kind of thing. That's clever that they included that. Hopefully those magnets do not get lost over time. And also, interestingly enough, it has a USB connector on the bottom, which I don't believe, as I look at my one I'm wearing now, no, it doesn't. And I can show you the one I'm wearing now, what it looks like. It's it's considerably different. I'd say it's definitely a little more weight to it, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but yeah, okay. So next thing we want to do is just kind of go through and look at these. There is a headphone port, and then I believe that should be the line out port to your camera, and then power button and USB port on that side. There's your microphone there. Plug your lav in there, power button, and some kind of connect button. I'm suspecting, because I'm starting to see with some of these, that some of these might have the ability to direct connect. If this video doesn't go too long, we'll try to direct connect it to one of my devices and see if you can actually use the microphone directly. Instead of going through this, you go directly into the phone with it, which is handy because with my current rig, I have to have this on top of my phone and then going in and basically doing that type of thing, where this makes it a step easier. Because I've always kind of foresaw this Bluetooth technology with these microphones, that if it has good enough Bluetooth technology, why not just have the ability for it to receive in the phone? I mean, I realize there might be some limitations with that, but I mean, as far as vloggers and people that are constantly on the go, it might be a handier thing. So let's try to power these on. Greeted with a very clean, crisp display with, I think the batteries are okay there. It's not telling me on the other one. And let's see. Okay, so we get the little indicator light, and we got a lav mic here. We'll get this ready. So next thing we want to do, we want to hear these things, see what they sound like. So I'm talking on the, right now you're hearing me on the Lark 150. So we'll go ahead and let's see if we can switch this over live. So you might hear a little bit of change over here when I do this. Let me plug this in. Okay. And I'm going to clip this basically right next to the other microphone on my shirt. You probably hear me rustling a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna go this. Oh, I had to stop down there for a minute. Check, 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 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we're on the other microphone. We switched off. So this is the now the Lark Max. Wearing it with the actual lav microphone with my doves, as usual, going off in the background. We'll just set that right here, and what we'll do is, if I can grab the other transmitter, which, where did I set that thing? Okay, so now I'm going to unplug the corded part that goes under your shirt and just do the clip-on thing. Okay, so now this is just the microphone with the, just using it as just the unit. Right there, see? Okay. So there's your test of that. Now I'm going to go ahead and switch back to my regular one here that I normally use. And one thing I will say for sure, hopefully it switched over okay, is that this thing definitely locks in there tight. I was kind of nervous when I first pushed it in there. I was like, oh, it's not, something's not right, but you really gotta get that click in there, so you don't have to worry about that thing falling out at all. Now that I'm back on my other mic, you're comparing it with the cord right now, and then I'm just going to use it with just the pack. So this is just with the pack, so there you can hear the difference between the two. You may have to fast forward and rewind a little bit, but you get the idea. But for me to review this, I'm gonna have to basically say, okay, I'm gonna have to stop down and watch this video before I finish up my final thoughts on it, because obviously I can't hear what I'm saying right now the way I'm rigged up. But so far, yeah, I like the construction, the build quality of these things. Get some more of this blue wrapper stuff that I guess they put up here for a reason. No, not really, just to protect the shiny surfaces or whatever. So when you're done with it, you just take it and put it back into the box, just like so, and it'll charge up, and when the box gets low, it'll tell you that it's low. And then you close that sucker up and you just pack it away, everything neat and tidy right in there, nice and neat. Okay, it's after the test. I kind of played back a little bit on my laptop, and I gotta say the quality's there. It definitely sounds, I don't know if it's an improvement or not. I mean, my ears don't discern any great differences. Like I said, I was always happy with the 150s. Really this comes down to comparing, oranges with oranges. I mean, I can't take one over the other. I guess I see some improvements. I see some other stuff that I'm kind of like, I don't know about, this material. But I gotta say, I give this microphone 2 thumbs up, and I definitely would recommend this item. That'll do it for this ijdm. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Okay, we are post video now. I said I was going to try to pair this directly to my phone. I'm not getting it to work. Whether there's some other trick to it. I mean, I'm seeing looks like a little Bluetooth symbol there, but I'm not having any luck connecting. If somebody has tried these and they can connect directly to their phone or laptop, whatever, let me know. That would be great information. One thing I did notice on these microphones that I did not catch before as I was going into post is that there's actually a record button. So you can actually record on these as a second source, which would probably explain this USB plug that you can plug them in and get your audio off of there. So I'll just do a test, little record, hit the record button. See the little red light came on. Test 1 2 3 1 2 3. I'm not going to put on the other part of the lav, but there you go. That'll do it for this one. We'll see you.